Happy May, everybody. Well, at least a few more hours at the East Coast. I'm Mira Halbert, director and founder of 3D Learner. And I'm here to remind you, sorry, it's that time of year again. For some of you who are here in South Florida, testing starts this week, state testing for our kids in elementary and middle and high school. Yes, it's that we all went through it. I know that there's a whole nother controversy about whether you opt out or not, but if your child is taking the test, first of all, start out with please don't you panic. You've spent the entire year being able to help get the sort of supports, help your child the best they can. But now that it's this time of year, let's try and encourage our kids. Try and be able to plan now, even if the testing goes for the entire month of May. Let's start by putting together some few tips that are going to help you and help your child have a really calm month and end the school year strong. So, first, we're going to start with something that if you know me and you've known 3D Learner, you're going to know that I'm going to say, please start with a visual schedule. Lay out the entire month, then start with the entire week, and plan out what you're going to have for meals. Plan out activities that you're going to do after the state test. Yes, put it on there, but don't make it a really big hoopla, red and white and blue, to be able to just say, yep, we're going to have the reading assessment on Tuesday and the math assessment's going to be on Thursday. Do your best. We love you. And please make sure your child knows that you are proud of them no matter what they do. You want them to do their best. But how do we set them up for that? We set them up with having them have a positive picture of themselves, even having them picture themselves, what it would be like to be in the room, what it is that they're going to need. Go through the entire visualization skill with them about what it is that their day is going to be like. So there are certainly no surprises. Plan the week. Plan by going to bed earlier, a little bit every night. You don't need to make a verbal thing about, oh, by the way, we're going to go to bed at 8 o'clock instead of 8:30. Just start your evening calmly after dinner with a calm routine, and make sure that in your head that you know that they're going to bed just a little bit earlier every day this week, because sleep makes the biggest difference. Then make sure that when they get up in the morning that they have a really good breakfast. Again, if they've helped plan it, they're more likely to be able to want to eat it. We want to be able to try and keep this anxiety as low as possible. So plan out your entire week of breakfast. As I said, plan out your entire week of dinners too, for that matter, and come up with some special activities that kids can do after school. Make sure that your child, again, make sure that you know that they're proud of you no matter what. All right. Touch base with your child's teacher. I know that you've had positive communications with your child's teacher all year long, but this is the time to make sure that accommodations are in place if in fact they have them. Make sure your child knows what those accommodations are, and also that they have actually met the person if they're going to be tested in a different place, or if they're going to make sure that they have extra time. Be sure your child knows that and knows why, and knows that if you're trying to be able to make this so that it's calm and a positive playing field for everybody. Remind your child that when they're reading something, they're supposed to picture it like they are in a movie. Remember, it's not this time they're reading silently to themselves. So they can have the time to be able to try and use those words, make a picture to themselves about what it is that they're supposed to be reading. We miss that a lot when our intensive pieces are going about how we want kids to be able to be reading fluently and decoding. This is the time about reading comprehension. What is it that they're asking? Maybe they have a couple minutes or places to be able to draw the picture out about what the question is asking. I know they've been given all kinds of strategies. Ask your kids, tell them about what they are. All right. Couple last things. There are a couple of things that you can do. Teach them about breathing. You'd be amazed at when they start to be able to panic, how they stop to breathe. So play a game with them. We're going to pretend we're going to make a box. And we've all heard about box breathing, but let's play it together with them. You're going to take a deep breath in, and you're going to just silently count to 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Let it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just rest. And then, of course, there's my favorite, which is called a lazy 8, which is being able to make an infinity sign to be able to have them and do small ones on the side of their paper. I've been doing this for over 30 years now. Let me tell you how many students and my own kids who've said, that really relaxed me to be able to try and make that infinity sign on a piece of paper. And if nothing else, start your morning when they get out of the car by laughing, because you know what? Laughing is breathing, and knowing that you love them, make sure you tell them. And have a really wonderful month, really wonderful week. We're proud of you. We're proud of your kids. Make sure your kids are proud, know that you're proud of them too. And let's get through this testing together. If you have any questions or want to talk about anything about schools, things that you're going on with your kids in school, please don't hesitate to call us. 561-361-7495. Again, the Reading Learner. Best of luck this week, you guys. Bye-bye.